I arrived in Ronda a little while ago and I fell in love with it in the first 10 minutes. Let's explore. Hey, so it's the next day, and let me tell you that I find that the older I get, the less unable or unwilling I am to put up with crappy sleeping situations. And unfortunately, except for the apartment where I'm staying in Sevilla, which has a great bed, all the other beds that I've slept on in Spain have been awful, and the rooms haven't been great. So last night, the bed was rock hard, but then it was freezing in the room, and the heater wasn't actually heating much. But the worst was that it was really, really loud and making like some kind of crazy noise. And about 20 minutes, actually more like about an hour after I actually got into bed, I decided that I could no longer put up with the noise, and so I turned the heater off and I put on some clothes. I already had my pajamas on. I put on socks, sweatpants, and a sweater, and I slept under a sheet and 2 blankets. And by slept I mean like I rolled around because it was so freaking cold and the bed was so freaking hard. But now I actually got up pretty early and I did some sunrise photography and sunrise drone flying, which was amazing. And now I am exploring, and it's still pretty quiet. I think it's just about 10:20 or so now. It's pretty quiet around, but I suspect people will start coming in later. Yeah, but I love this town. It is so beautiful. So let me tell you a little bit about Ronda. Ronda is on a gorge, so half of the town is on one side of the gorge and the other one is on the other side of the gorge. And the gorge is called El Tajo, and it was made by the river Guadalevin, which goes through the center of the town. And this right behind me is a gate to the old bridge, and then the new bridge is actually the main attraction in Ronda. And the bridge was built because they figured out that it was just taking too long to get from one side of town to the other side of town with just this one bridge, so they built the other one. And at the bottom of the new bridge is the river, and you can actually go all the way down. I'm not going to go all the way down because then you have to come all the way back up, and I'm not up to that, but people do. And apparently, because Ronda had access to that river all the way at the bottom of the gorge, whenever they were under siege, they could access water so they could hold out longer. And it is such a pretty town. I've said this probably like 10,000 times before, but it is so pretty here. And if you do come to Ronda, be prepared to climb a lot of hills, a lot of steps, a lot of things. Just climb. So I paid $2.50 to come down to this lookout under the bridge. They call it the Interpretation Center, meaning it's a museum, but you can actually just go right under the bridge there, and I can't see because it's also in my face, but hopefully you can. And it is pretty cool. I just figured this out a little while ago because I was standing across the gorge and there were some people doing it, and so I decided to do it. That balcony there is the balcony that you can see from the outside of the bridge. Unfortunately, they have it closed. They don't want people to fall off or jump off, I suppose, but it is pretty cool to see it from here. And that's it. I'm about to head to the train station and back to Seville. That is all for Ronda. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.